Hey everybody, welcome to our live. I am Heather and we come to you live each and every day, Monday through Thursday, so you can learn Luminess, see what we have to offer, all the goodness that is Luminess. So it's a great way to ask questions and talk to us and see it being done. Obviously, I start with no makeup on and then we go through the process. And so we always like to cover what the beginnings are, what you get in your kit, what happens, all of that fun stuff. And so let's cover that right now. So I will show you, I'll show a different one today. This is our Icon Pro. We also have the Legend and we have the Icon Pro, the Legend, and of course, the Breeze. And so the Breeze is something, it's a new one and it's cordless, chargeable. So we have systems that meet everybody's price point. You can pick which one's going to work best for you. Now they all come with makeup. So it comes with the 2 bottles of foundation you see here, plus Love and Blush. Now you may get it on a sale that you get extra products, or you get, or you're able to double up, or whatever the case may be. But the basic system is going to come with this kit. And so it has the 2 bottles of foundation, Love and Blush. The 2 bottles of foundation are different. They're similar in color, but they are different, so you can color match. And then Love is something you might not use every single day, but you will love it. It gives your skin some like luminosity. And then the Blush, you're not going to use every single day. No, just kidding. Strike that, reverse it. The Blush you will use, but you only want to use 2 drops at a time. Our blush does bloom. It does come up. So with the 2 drops, you'll get it to where you almost love it and then stop, because it will come out. And this is for best results. These are what we want you to do. So make sure you do keep that stylus 4 finger widths away from your face, and always check yourself before you wreck yourself right here. Keep that stylus moving. It's not a free for all. You don't have to hurry. Moves are deliberate. You're going around. There's overlap, but you're not in one spot twice. And then slightly pull back on the trigger. One thing you'll want to do, practice with water. Practice with water. It'll get you used to it, and you will have fun. All right. Hey, Cindy. Good morning. Good morning. So good to see you on this hump day. All right. So I wanted to go over contouring. Leggage. I want to go over contouring and highlight. Contouring is something that we talk about a lot because of the fact, foundation's going to even you out. It makes you flat, basically. And so what contouring and highlighting do, it brings shape back to your face. It can highlight what you have and conceal what you don't want, okay? And so I wanted to really focus on that today. Because whether you're doing eyeshadow, that's part of contouring as well. Face, obviously. And so let's go over that. I was trying to think of a way to do that that's going to show you, like in real life and strongly, I don't know if that's the right, how to do this, okay, in the areas. So when you're thinking about this, think about, like, if you're looking through photos, and yes, they're probably touched up. If you're looking at a magazine or online, definitely touched up. Good morning, Luminess. You'll want to make sure, hey, Cindy, so good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. What you want to bring forward is what you're going to highlight. What you want to conceal, that is kind of hide away, okay? So I wonder if I have enough in here. I'm going to do it with Glow and our matte bronzer. Let me put my hair behind my ear so we can really get into this. Now I am going to do an extreme because I want, it's been a minute, because I really want to show you. And so I'm going to go in. Now you can contour and highlight with our Cut 1, Cut 2 palette. You can do anything like that. I'm going to do it with Airbrush. I like doing this with Airbrush because there's no harsh lines. Can you make harsh lines? Most certainly you can. But if you want it more blended and you have airbrushing down, then definitely do it with the airbrush. So I'm going to go in and highlight first. And I'm going to do my whole entire face, contour and highlight. You might not have to do that, or you might go lighter in some areas and then not hit another area. But I'm just going to show you areas that you can hit. So going in, using Glow. Show me some love if you're on. What's everybody doing on this hump day? Ooh, the breeze is 50% off. Hold on. Hold on. Cindy, check the link below in the description. Let me check. Our deals change on Wednesdays. Yep, it's $169. Woo, 52% off. It is. It is. Icon. See icon nowadays. Icon's $139. Woo-hoo. That's amazing. Those are amazing deals. Good morning, Judy. So good to see you. Good morning, Christina. So good to see you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for showing me some love. I appreciate that. All right, so I have Glow in here. Now, Glow is that color. Okay, so it's definitely a highlighter, definitely something that's going to highlight. Now, it only comes in one color, and depending on your skin tone, you can, oh my gosh, I miss you. I miss you. So good to see you, my friend. Now, say hi to Musette because she might be on. Donatella. Elena, you should get it. You will love it. And girl, let me just tell you, jumping in on these makes a difference because you're going to be ahead of the game. You're going to know how to use it because a lot of times, most of the time, I would say that when people first get this system, you put it on like traditional makeup and it's different. So it is Danica. Yes. Danica is on Facebook, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you, Danica. Hello, Martin. All right. So, wait, Christina asked, you highlight first or contour first? I pause because it depends on, Danica, Cindy's going to jump on Facebook to say hi. It depends on what you're highlighting with. So if I was doing, like I'm doing it this way to show you how to do it. I would highlight first because of where I'm highlighting, and then I want that contour to show up and I don't want to cover it up. So you honestly, I don't think it really matters. It just depends on what you're going to highlight with and what you're going to contour with. All right, so now I'm going in with my Glow and I'm going to do it first underneath my eyes. Okay. Okay, I just thought of something else. Would it benefit you guys if I contoured and highlighted with airbrush and then traditional? Honestly, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with any of our systems. I think I'm going to just do airbrush. And I'll do it strong enough where you can tell the difference. Okay. Now I am looking up and airbrushing down just a little bit, or leaning my side. You always want to have that stylus directly at you, not shooting to the side. You want it directly at you. I know we just need Musette to pop on. She's usually on watching but can't answer us. But remember that first pass that you make, it's not going to give you the coverage. It's not going to do what you need it to do. You're going to go back and make another one. That's the one I have. I have the cranberry one. And I love it. I just need to charge it. Okay, so I'm going in and I'm highlighting. So you can see my highlighting happening. My name is Heather, Elena. Hello, Pam. Good to see you. All right, so see how this is highlighting? And now I'm going to go in and highlight my brow bone. I'm using Glow. Danica, it looks like you're doing very well. I still follow you on Insta. Okay, look how very subtle, but it's a highlight. And that's why I like, Christina said do half and half. Okay, I'll do that, but we'll disregard that. So we'll just concentrate on highlighting. So I can go in and do it even a little bit more. Okay. Now, what happens if you do this? Oh no! Okay. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Come on, everybody. What are you going to do? Tap it out. Tap it out. Tap it out. Okay, right, tap it out. Elena, yeah, I love the breeze. I love it. Okay, so I'm just doing my brow bone there. I did underneath my eyes here. And you can also do, because I'm going to contour here and I'm going to contour here. So I can go in and do it here. And Billy is like, tap it out. Pat, pat, pat. Yep. Pat and tap. I can go down my nose. I'm going to, since that's the center of it. Okay, there. Highlight just down my nose. And then you can also highlight, and this is an extreme, guys. I'm doing everything that you can highlight and do all that, okay? Well, Elena, you can look in the description in the live, and you can click a link, and you can book a small group class, and I can color match you there. So these two lines underneath your nose that are by your Cupid's bow, you can also highlight right there. Okay. So I did down my nose, under my eyes, here a little bit, and then on here, and then I can even do it kind of in the center of my forehead, because this part of your face is what you want to bring forward. You want that to stand out, right? So I can do it. And then I could even do it like all the way out here to kind of lift it up a little bit more. Okay. All right. Now, let me make some points. You can also do this with traditional concealer. You know, yesterday I used our traditional concealer, and you can do this also with our traditional concealer. However, keep in mind with this, you're going to have to tap it out either with a blender or a brush where you work that. So you'll put it on in a way that you're going to see the demarcation lines, because you'll see that opaqueness, and then you have to blend it out. Whereas this, you don't see any demarcation line, even though that's all I have on right now. And that's the joy of Airbrush, and that's the joy of putting, that's why it works with your skin. If you put the glow on and you do see it like a demarcation line or it's too thick, that means you're spraying too heavy. It should be working with your skin. That's why it is very forgiving. Cindy said, and it works fast. Yeah, there shouldn't be any dry time because you are going to be spraying so light. But in the beginning, sometimes there is. It is probably different on your face. But Elena, look at Luminess. Just put the link that you can or go into the description in our live, and you can book a class. And so we have them on Mondays and Wednesdays, and they're small groups, so I'm able to get through everybody, and I can color match you, and I can tell you what kit to purchase and all that. All right, so now I have the matte bronzer, which is that color. Obviously not my shade, but that's what I don't want. This isn't foundation. I'm using it to conceal, to give shape back to my face. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to contour right. Hey, Jeannie, contour right here. Now, if I was doing this normally, I would go and do it on this side. Okay. But because I'm only doing contour and highlight on one side, I'm not going to do that. But I can go in. I'm contouring my eye. It does, Cindy, it does. It dries super fast. So you only do sections at a time. Sections at a time. Sections at a time. We do have blenders, yes. Thank you, Cindy. All right, so I just contoured that. When you're doing eyeshadow, guys, you're contouring. You're contouring, all right? Now I can also contour part of my temple area. Now let's talk about that. When contouring your forehead, it matters on how big your forehead is. A forehead is when you have 4 fingers and they go from your hairline to the top of your brow. Some of us have 3 heads. Some of us have 5 heads. Some of us, so it depends on how much you're contouring. Because I don't necessarily have bangs straight across, I do contour in my temple area just to break up some of that space. And so that's why I contour. If you have more than a forehead, you need to contour your forehead and just that temple area here, right there, okay? And then come down and do here. And now I'm going to do here. I mean, guys, look at that. I mean, that's pretty amazing. Amazing. Okay. You can also contour part of your nose. So if you have elongated nose and you want, or maybe a thicker nose and you want to thin it out, highlighting down the center, and then let me get my powder brush that I use all the time. I'll get this one. Or see how, just follow this around, and that's where you go on your nose. So it would go here all the way down there. Okay. And that can elongate the nose. I'm going to make it more extreme so you can see the difference, okay? All right. Elena, it's the same way, hun. You're using the breeze the same way, except it's all together. Makeup goes in here. You turn it on here. You're going to hold it 4 finger widths away, keep it moving, and barely pull back on that trigger. You're not going to pull back all the way. Remember, when airbrushing, you want very little makeup to come out, okay? It doesn't matter what system you have. That's how we airbrush. Very little makeup to come out at once. Elena, I would highly recommend booking a class, and that way we can go over more details, like when you do order it, what to do, how to practice a little more in depth. I haven't done the foundation, and I'm probably not going to do the foundation today because I have to fix all this. And I did this in extreme. So let me turn this way. Versus that. And then looking straight on. Can you see the difference, guys? Can you see the difference? None? Width. Now, if I was getting ready for reals, I probably wouldn't have contoured this severely, but I could do it this way and go in and airbrush right over that. Why? Because it works with your skin. It's going to blend all of this together, okay? It will blend all of that together. Actually, I just thought of something. Let's try this real quick. I'm gonna blow that out. And then I'm gonna grab my 3. I'm using 3 in the rose, found 030 in the rose. Now I'm not going to go up as high because I still want that to be highlighted, right? So I've already have coverage there, so I don't need to go in and do any more there. So Christina, I am doing foundation now. See, now look how, oh, everything's blending. No, hon, Elena, you can go and hit that link and you can see what's available. It'll take you to where to schedule a class. You'll have to sign up for it. Okay. No, the link to schedule a class, if you look at the description on your Facebook, look on that and you can schedule the class. All right. So notice look how nice and blended that is. Ooh, I like it. So now I'm going to grab the cuts palette and I'm going to contour with our cut 1. I'm going to contour and highlight with our cut 1. And so this is the cut 1. We also have the cut 2. And so I'm going to go in and do some contouring on my other side. Okay, so this I did a little wide, but I can fix that. The other thing you can do too, if you want to very like precise line on that contour and you're airbrushing, or even if you're using this, you can place it here, like place the palette here, and when you can airbrush that, and that's going to give you that precise line. You can also do it here. If I got too contour happy, I could do it there. And then brushing down my nose. Christina, you use the powder? Yeah, a lot of people do. But when you get like where you don't even have to think about I mean, I like to contour and highlight with airbrush. To me, it makes it a little bit easier. Then I can contour in here. Right there. Okay. And then now, can even highlight there. Still highlight down my nose. Now on your nose, you can do a shimmer. So a lot of times I'll do a shimmer, or the Optics highlight palette. You can do the luminizer down, depending on the shimmer. There is a shimmer in our cut 1 and the cut 2. So if I wanted to do a little bit of a shimmer here, or even brow bone, I can do that as well. Then, let's see, use this one. I can go in and do a little bit of highlighting. Let me use this one. There. And there. So, Elena, Luminess just put the link to our class in that in her comment. Oh, and then just like I did here with the glow, you can also do that with the cut 1. So things where you want, maybe you could use some shimmer. You could use shimmer here. And of course, it depends. Remember, I told you shimmer works as airport runway light. So it's what's going to bring attention to you. And then contouring is what we want to conceal. I want to conceal this guy. I want to conceal my round face. So those are things that I'm going to do to break up my face shape. Make sense? All right. I will tell you one thing. So here, I'm going to do my liner, of course. Thank you, Jeannie. Ah, Cindy had shimmer on her nose. Yay. Here. And I'm just doing it with the Dusty Rose lip liner. Okay. Now, if you want your lips to look pouty, you can do something light in the middle. And yes, that was the powder. That was the powder from the cut 1 powder palette. So just adding a little bit of, you can do a gloss. I was actually going to reach for the lip jelly. You could do that as well. Whoop. And that's going to make your lips look pouty. So, all right, guys, that is it for today. I hope you learned. I hope you learned some stuff about contour and highlight and taking it to that next level. Because remember, foundation is going to flatten you. We need to add some more dimension. Do you have to go into all this detail? Absolutely not. If you only have two colors, one's lighter and one's darker, use those. It doesn't have to be that extreme. So you can go in, use the lighter one underneath where I highlighted, then use the darker one everywhere else. So you don't have to do night and day. You can do little steps. My mom contours, but she's not a big contour. So she's a shade 3. She might contour with a 4 or 5. Sometimes using powders, the cut 1 or cut 2, you can build it up. So maybe this is where you start with contouring and highlight. So there you go. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great hump day, and I will see you back tomorrow. Bye for now.